What's up, everyone? I'm the Mung Diver, and here I am doing a review of the Liza P demo. And just for a little context, I'm a big Souls gamer. I'm a casual though. I don't play like 7 days a week, like 7 days a week, 24 hours a day, nothing like that. I'm actually pretty rusty when it comes to Souls games, so don't expect like god tier footage. But I wanted to do a general full review of Liza P, just because I'm really invested in the Souls games a lot, and like thanks to From Software, like I'm been addicted to them. Like I don't like Armored Core 6 nowhere near as much as Souls games, to be honest. This is just all B-roll footage, by the way, of me trying to like explore different nooks and crannies of the game. Anyways, the first thing I want to get into is actual combat itself. And like I said, with my history, I am pretty familiar with the Souls games. I played Bloodborne a lot. I played a lot of Elden Ring. I checked my hours. I got 514 hours in the Elden Ring. And I played lots of Dark Souls 3. Bloodborne was my first Souls game, and I loved it. And it got me addicted to this format of gameplay for the rest of my life. So, but anyways, I'm probably gonna be pretty critical because there's some things I don't like about the game at all, but there's other things I like a lot about the game. And we're gonna start with combat. And combat, I'm gonna start with the positives. I don't want to start on a shitty note. Combat is actually really fun and fluid. I'm gonna try to get to a place right now to where y'all can at least see some B-roll footage of some combat. But combat, it's very fun. I can't lie. Like it's one of the main reasons why I kept playing the game, to be honest. And like I said, there's a lot of reasons why I didn't want to play the game, but the combat was not one of them by any means. Like the way that the R1s flow with the R2s, that's a bad example. I need to, damn it. Like, they feel so good. That's what I'm trying to say. And I played a little bit with the quality build, but not a whole lot. And the charged R2s also feel really well. That's what that was right there. But the combat overall feels really good. There's one major flaw with it I wish that I really want changed. And I'll explain that to you in just a second. But overall, combat feels really good. The R1s and the R2 are very flowy. They feel like they need to be together in most cases. Backstabs are really fun. Perfect. I'm not really good at the perfect blocks. When they got the rally system back from Bloodborne, well, this isn't a From Software, so they didn't get it back, but like if you do a perfect block, like it benefits you a lot. Something I really like quite a bit in the game. And well, since we're on Legion Arms, I'm gonna talk about Legion Arms. There's not a whole lot of information just yet about Legion Arms, but basically it's like your L2 where you can change the different attacks. Motivity, goddamn, I butchered that, I'm sure, and technique are obviously completely different. Motivity, I'm sure I'm butchering that, is strength based, and technique is dex based, if you're familiar with Souls games. And advanced, I'm not 100% sure yet, but I'm sure it's more like magic and stuff like that, like electrical types of damage and acid type of damage, which I know you can do. But I got this one on right now. I haven't even tested it, to be honest. I'm about to test it right now. Just cause mainly, like, I really don't feel like I need to use the L2 too much. Not yet, anyways. Maybe in like earlier gameplay. And like I said, on this game, I completely beat the game. Well, the demo, I mean. On this playthrough I'm playing right now. I went with the strength build just because, like in many Souls games I play, or whatever, I'm a strength build usually, so. But I did try out, like, the electric, the Tontonatus looking mace, but I didn't like it too much. But anyways, overall combat feels pretty good. Like, the blocks are pretty responsive, the perfect blocks, even though I'm ass at them, so I can't like give good like, yeah, I'm ass at them. But that also brings me into the negatives of the combat, and there's two big things I don't like about the combat. I'm gonna show you the combat, the things I don't like about. Let me kill this on this dude. One is a dodge roll. The dodge roll is so shitty. Like, you might as well not ever use it. And like, yeah, you can block enemies, but you have to spam it so much. Like, and yeah, I forgot I do have that dodge roll upgrade. But here, I'll try to just use it with a single spam. Like, I got fucked up right there. And you know, it's kind of like horrible. But I really don't like how the dodge roll feels. Like, it's too short. It needs about, I don't know, 10 more iframes maybe. It's because it's not even a dodge roll, it's a quick step. Like in a, but see, like I had my analog stick to the complete left and it would not let me dodge left. And like, these are super easy enemies, so it's not like it matters that much, but the dodge roll I feel like needs about 10 more iframes. Or not even iframes, just a dodge distance, 10% more dodge distance. And that could just be me with the skill issue, but I really feel like it needs like an improvement. Because like, basically what this game is trying to do combat-wise is a Sekiro Bloodborne hybrid. Like, all these enemies have a groggy meter, which is basically a posture bar. And you can break it by doing perfect blocks and heavy R2s or charged R2s, or just attacking them in general. But the problem is, if your dodge is too much ass to actually implement any charged R2s, then what's even the point of like dodging, you know? Like, there's a lot of strafing, which I don't mind. I like strafing and get some enemies. And like I said, it could just be a complete skill issue too. So don't take everything I say with a complete grain of salt. But like, I don't know, it just doesn't feel good to me. Like, it feels pretty jank to like try to dodge, like evade out of the way. I mean, sometimes I would rather evade than perfect parry or perfect block, whatever. You know, that's just me though. Like, I don't always want to all the time spam my parry unless this is Sekiro, but this isn't a Sekiro game. It's literally a Bloodborne Sekiro hybrid, you know? Because there's times where the dodges feel really good, but there's times where the dodges don't feel natural at all. And like I said, this ain't the best gameplay showing ever. I know I'm being ass right now. I've been drinking, so I'm a horrible, like, I'm playing pretty bad right now, but I don't know. It's just, even when I'm completely sober, it's just a problem that I've noticed. It's like, the dodge roll needs to be better. Like, you need to actually get iframes when you dodge roll. Or not iframes, but dodge distance. In my opinion, anyways. It could just be a complete skill issue. But anyways, I'm gonna move on to the next topic, which is level design and enemy variety, which is very important, like, factors in any game ever. And honestly, I have more negatives with the enemy variety and level design than I do positives, but I'm gonna highlight the positives first. And level design feels good. It feels more like a Dark Souls 3 type of level design, to where it's pretty straightforward, but there's left and right, like, secret places you can go to, or even vertically down and up places you can go to. But other than that, it's pretty bland, to be honest. Like, the level design is not like extremely significant or nothing. It's not groundbreaking like Dark Souls 1, to where everything interconnects with each other. And like I said, this is just a demo, so there's no telling what it's going to be like yet. But so far, there's nothing like really like appealing to the level design. And same thing with the enemy variety. Like, a lot of them, over 70% of the enemies you're going to be fighting are these dudes. Reskin versions of, like, whatever these guys are. Like, just normal puppets with candlesticks or stop signs. With the occasional, like, big boy here and there. But a lot of the big boys, which are like big buffer enemies, die. Like, you can't go to them. Like, once you kill them, they like stop respawning. I'm going to one now to where that's not the case, but just to give y'all a good example of what I mean. But a lot of them just stop, like, even, like, there's not a lot. The enemy variety is pretty bland right now. It's mainly just reskin enemies with the same, like, attack pattern, I guess. I mean, like I said, there's occasionally a few of these real super big dudes, and, like, these guys are different because they got, like, a sword. And you have to, like, dodge them differently. But there's only these. There's not a lot of these types of enemies in the game. Like, very little, actually. Damn it. Got the back stuff. But yeah, I mean, like, enemy variety so far, like, these are the dudes I'm talking about. These big, broody kind of guys. Like, I fought one that does have a head. I don't know if it makes it the fight any harder or not. But oh shit. Ah. I know, I'm playing like complete shit. I don't care though. God, I gotta stop going for the attack. Like, hold on, let me finish this boss and I'll explain what I'm trying to say. There we go. Like, the game wants you to be more passive than it makes you think that you need to be passive. Like, the game play is like trying to make you feel like you need to be aggressive, but the more aggressive you are, the worse you're gonna die. Like, the more you're gonna die. You really need to be passive like Dark Souls 1. Like you saw with that boss, me trying to be aggressive, it's just like doesn't work. Well, I'm gonna try again on that enemy right there. But yeah, being like super aggressive just doesn't pay off. Like, you really need to like you really need to like time your shots more, just because the enemies attack way slower than you think they're going to, just because they act like hyper aggressive bosses. Oh yeah, I knew he was gonna hit me with that. That was my fault completely. There we go. But you know what I mean? Like, it's not a bad thing necessarily. It's just something I'm not used to personally, I guess. If you're used to more of a slower pace, Sekiro, Bloodborne type of combat, then you'll probably do way better at this game. But like, Sekiro and Bloodborne are very fast-paced games. They're not slow-paced by any means, you know? So it's weird for me to like add Sekiro and Bloodborne with like hints of Souls into the game. But that's just me though, I don't know. Well, I'm not gonna even talk about story because the game hasn't came out enough yet. It's still not even a full game yet. So story is something I really don't even want to talk about. I just want to talk about gameplay and level design mainly. So that'll do it with this video. And I'll see y'all later.